Oh, yeah. Let me tell you a story. I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? I am fluxing on them now. I'm fluxing on them proud. I'm fluxing on them now. I'm fluxing on them proud. I'm in the Nimbus. Come check my status. What's my status? What the f is going on? I'm in the Nimbus. Come check my status. What's my status? I'm flexing on them now. 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 I'm flexing on them proud. What the flex is this? We going to the moon. Can I tell you something? Layer 1, layer 2, this is humongous. Decentralized, so we keep it 100. 10,000 nodes, yeah, we building an army. Flex on them now like it don't mean that. We an army and we strong. I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? What the flex is going on? What the flex we all so strong. We an army and we strong. And we strong.
We are live. Davey, how the hell are you doing this morning?
Good.
It's been a very eventful morning already. And it's only, like 11:40 my time? So quite an interesting...
Not even 11 for me.
Quite an interesting day. And thanks for everybody for jumping on. We got a bunch of people in here. If you could do me a solid and just hit X and retweet this, like, share, bring as many people in here to see this as humanly possible. I think you guys are going to be pleased with what we're talking about today. So another little housekeeping thing is, guys, we do announcements to do announcements. We don't do announcements to affect price or anything like that. We do them very methodically for that. So all the people that are like Win Moon, Win Lambo, all that kind of horse shit, just
Win Moon.
Davey.
Oh, sorry.
Don't make me mute you. I have God control now on this.
I know.
Load videos up, and I don't have my fastest Flux thing. Or
Alex is trolling you already too in the chat. Just
well,
FYI.
I figured he would. Instructions unclear. Hit X and browser close. Yeah, whatever, Alex. Guys, Carl's back here, dude. Carl's right there. He's sitting there chilling.
Bring him up. You should bring up your glasses too, though.
Well, they're not in here. They're out in the truck. But that's my Carl. That's what
he has the same glasses, by the way.
That's what they say I look like when I wear my Carl glasses. So I don't know. I don't see the resemblance. Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
Definitely when he makes the face and the glasses, and he makes that face a lot when we're joking. So
sometimes. Well, guys, we got some announcements for you this morning.
Oh yeah, that's what we're here. Right.
Good shit, and stuff that we've been really working hard on. And we're gonna kind of walk through each one of these things, give you a little background so you understand what we're doing, and then also we'll share with you where we're going forward. Okay, so listen to what we're saying. Okay, ask questions. If you have questions, throw them in. We'll star them. We'll keep them till the end, and then we'll answer your AMA questions at the end. So at any time in this, you're more than welcome to throw up a question, okay? So we already got one or two that we've already started to accumulate. So I think without further ado, one of the big things that we pride ourselves on with Flux is release candidates that make sense. So people kind of bust our balls sometimes because we take so long in beta, but we do that for a reason. when you're building a disruptive technology and you're expecting people to adopt it, if the product doesn't work as they envisioned it, they're not coming back. They're going to be pissed. They're going to be angry, and they're just not coming back. So our goal was to make sure, and we got some spam in that, Davey, if you can hit that.
Oh, jeez.
We're coming back. We're bringing a product that is ready for release. So it's been beta tested. It's been beat up. We've tested everything from top to bottom so that when we release the product, people actually utilize it the way that it's supposed to be. And without, further ado, that means WordPress is coming to full release candidate on February the 29th. That means we're pulling up back the veil. There are going to be full marketing around that as well. We're also going to, really just kind of jam it. There'll be some cool deploy your website giveaways with it as well. Our goal is to push this thing and hit the gas hard. We've been in beta for over a year on WordPress, if you can believe that. And honestly, it was done in 2 months. The problem was this. It wasn't us. There's a lot of these add-ins that people build out for WordPress. And all of a sudden, when we deployed ours and we started working with the add-ins, guess what happened? They broke. So we had to spend the better part of 8 months basically developing out support for those add-ins to ensure that people were able to use this effectively. And as a matter of fact,
backups, confirmed plugins, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. Fiat on ramp is also coming for WordPress, so no more having to deploy in Flux. You'll be able to deploy in Fiat, which is huge because that was one of the number one things that people wanted to see, and we'll see that with the release candidate on the 29th. Big deal there. We already have some really robust websites running on Flux. As a matter of fact, we just had a guy deploy 3 sites, Davey, and was just like glowing with the deployment. And if you can share that website maybe with the group so that they can check it out, let's go take it down. Just hammer it, God. I'm totally kidding. Don't do that. But it is cool to see how it's grown up. He has really kind of kept us informed every step of the way to show that we're really doing the right thing. So we're ready for.
He uses more than WordPress alone, right? He uses the Flux Drive as well, I believe. So
yeah, Flux Drive. That as well is a big piece. So that's good. So WordPress.
Here's some free advertisement for him.
Yes, there's some advertisements. Check the website out. I think it's cool as shit, actually. And if you want to see his journey, go check it out in Discord. I believe it's under the Flux Edge chat or something like that. So yeah, good stuff there. The other thing is we want to, and this is a big one, right? Because we have moved very quickly with Flux Core, right? So our alpha was as good as, if not better than 99.9% of the projects that roll out of beta. And we knew this. And we fielded hundreds of requests from people in the community. And Alex and his team kicked ass and took names. We're doing updates every Tuesday, Davey, isn't it?
Yep. Wednesday. Tuesday night into Wednesday.
Patch Wednesday, right? New projects have been added. CPU mining has been added. And I'm pleased to announce that we're moving to a full beta release on the 29th as well. So not only do we get WordPress, but we're also going to get a beta release of Flux Core. And that means, what does that mean, Davey? Tell them what that means.
Well, that means that we're in the next phase. So we believe in the stability of the product at this point. So we start scaling up, getting really close and really ready for your next date.
Yeah. So
this is getting to the finalization of the provider side of things, where we all sign up and we get ready. And then the next piece is the piece everybody's waiting for, right?
Yeah, and I'm super pleased to announce this one as well. The release of Flux Marketplace, which will allow people to actually rent that compute resources. And that will be deployed the same day on the 29th as well. So the 29th is a heavy hitter day. Of March. Oh, yeah.
The alpha is in March.
Yeah, the alpha is in March. So, okay, I'm a month early, but you get it. So
Dan likes to push, but that was a little too much.
All right, well, whatever.
So it's all good.
Okay, and then, that's the Flux Core beta, right?
So core beta is so the provider side 29th of February, and the edge part 29th of March.
So 29/29, guys. Remember that. That's balling. Lucas, big shout out to Lucas as well. I didn't mean to miss him. He's been a hell of a workhorse.
Well, there's an entire team. Oof, an entire team.
Getting the marketplace together, which, by the way, Davey sends me these screenshots and forces me not to leak any of them. But let me tell you something, and I'm not just saying this. This is one of the best looking pieces of software I've ever seen built. The way that these all combine into one thing, you know, you got Flux Edge, which is your enterprise, Flux Core, which is your end user, and your proof of use work model, which in the end, everything becomes Flux Edge, right? Because Flux Edge is kind of the overall offering. But the way that each team has built these things, so a different team is working on the marketplace, a different team is working on proof of use of work, a different team is working on Flux Core, but they're all symbiotically working together. And here we are. We're ready for beta already. So big betas on the 29th of February and 29th of March. Our WordPress site is out. That's awesome. That kicks ass. And Davey, do you want to tell them a little bit about one of our skunk work projects that we're working on as well? Ooh. I've been teasing little bits and pieces of it, but I'm pretty.
You really want to bring it up? Okay.
I think it's good just to let them know that we are working on lots of use cases.
I'm not going to show anything because you already.
Let me put this asterisk at the beginning. It would be hella disappointing if we built this big ass network that kicks ass and we didn't have our own use case to utilize it, right?
Absolutely.
So, you know, other people more than welcome to utilize it. But if we can do it ourselves as well, that's huge. And that's why we built this use case. So if you want to go ahead and share it, Davey, have at it.
Well, basically, it was a child or a brainchild of mine when we were in RSNA in Chicago. The Flux Edge solution is going to be great as is, and there's going to be a lot of people using it for their own softwares and their own hosting and all the fun stuff. But one of the things we always have to do is, of course, showcase what we can do. And coming from my medical background, I gave a couple pointers. I basically called up Dan. Dan brought somebody else in. I brought Daz in. Talked a few minutes. I talked with Alex a few minutes, and I let it go. And I stepped back. I gave my ideas, and basically, Daz went playing with ChatGPT, OpenAI, all the fun stuff. And then we were like, and then I think Dan got a bill at one point. Dan was a little teed off. It was quite a big bill. And we're like, okay.
Well, it basically showcased why we need to build our own shit. So
it was like, Daz, it's awesome what you built because Flux DB Fetch is another one of those. But we basically, I said, like, guys, I love what you built. Now, do the same thing, do it over, but now do it on the edge side. So fully running on regular computers with a proper language model on it. And basically what we can do now is we can feed it medical reports and have it summarize and do all the fun things that doctors will need to tackle the amount of information. Because part of the issue that the medical field is starting to face now is we have 2 decades worth of digital documentation, digital archiving. And that archive is becoming so big, so large per patient that it becomes really hard to find the right information for these folks and for these doctors. And so we're helping now that with them on filtering all the right data that they need in a speedy way so that they can focus on the study in front of them and have all the information they need and just ask the AI for what they need. Instead of going to their PACS administrators, their regular administrators, hey, can you get me? They'll just ask and they'll get. That's the intent. And that's what we built up, but not showing that just yet. But I've been playing with it already. And let's just say I did something that wasn't too cool to Dan, but it was fun. Right, Dan? Did you read your medical report?
Yeah, I read it. I was highly impressed and highly agitated all at the same time.
Exactly.
But,
AI is something else.
The guys like to troll the shit out of me, so which is good. It's good. If they're doing that, they're not trolling somebody else. I'll take it. So this is huge, guys. Like, and I did leak, if you've checked our Discord, and I think it's on Twitter as well, I leaked this morning that we were working on like a MVP model, playing around with it, beating the shit out of it, last night and this morning. And it's, dude, this is very interesting stuff, the way that comes. So our goal is to have a white paper out here probably within the next few months. Darren, or as we kindly call him, Daz, and Parker are two of the leads on this project as well, and they're doing a fantastic job. I mean, if you don't know, Parker came from a medical background, startups in the medical world. So we're like tapping the people that make sense to build these things out. I spent 25 plus years in the medical field. Davey, you spent how many years?
2 decades.
2 decades. So he's got 20 years in the grind as well. So, I mean, having people that understand the needs of the medical world and how it can apply to not only DePIN or decentralized compute, but also how it plugs into the AI ecosystem as well. We're connecting the dots. The other thing too is it gives us tons of value because we can showcase this to existing models that are already out there. And Davey's already talking to quite a few. He doesn't wait around for any of us to give like guidance of where to go, which is good. So I think what you'll see is we've made a lot of contacts in the 45 plus years that we've been in healthcare, and you're going to see that start to shine through as we release this thing. Because hey guys, finance is a problem that doesn't want a solution, right? So it's constant battle with finance, right? Whatever it is, the banking systems, regulation, all this other horse shit. The medical world is a problem begging. And when I say begging, and I've seen a couple of the emails that Davey has forwarded to me as well, begging for solutions, right? So they're ready to test this shit out and they're ready to use it. So out from day one, we're releasing not only our own platform built for AI and we control it, but using our infrastructure. Think about that. Think about what I just said and let that roll around in the cranium there. That's huge, man. There's nobody out there doing shit like that. And this is why Flux and the Skunkwork projects are so important. Mm-hmm. So we're really excited about that as well, but we're not done yet. So SSP was a full release candidate, guys. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It is hands down, and I'm not saying it because it's our product. It is hands down the best platform out there for custody. It has true decentralized two-factor authentication. Allows you to use your iPhone to approve transactions, so you never have Android. Somebody hacking into your shit. Well, it'll be for Apple as well. So SSP is for both platforms, but you know, it basically eliminates all those painful, you know, somebody compromised my account. They cleaned me out. That's not not saying it can't happen, but because technology is weird, but we've eliminated that step by saying, hey, Dan, did you just initiate a withdrawal to like wipe out your account? No, I'm not approving that. And then you got to go do the cleanup after that. So it doesn't take away the importance of a good plan to maintain your own custody assets. Look, don't use the same computer that for your wallet that you do for downloading torrents and ROMs and hey, this looks interesting. Let's just go ahead and hook my wallet up to it with Wallet Connect. I mean, it's sad to see people get hosed, man. But if you're using the same computer for your wallet that you're surfing porn on, you're doing it wrong, people. So you have to have one device that is, I would even air gap that bitch. Air gap it. It's strictly for your assets. Turn off updates. You have it, you know, to the side. That is yours. Set up SSP, set up Zelcore, make sure. Yeah, Little Stash is doing it wrong. We know, Little Stash. We know. So yeah, it's important. Hygiene is very important because these people that are getting hacked or getting drained, every fucking one of them, it's the same scenario. I saw something and I said, you know, get a free airdrop if I hook my wallet up, and the next thing you know, they're hosed. So, you know, you got take your time. SSP, Zelcore, set them up. It's important. The next thing we're going to talk about, and then we're going to get to some of your questions, and this is one that I'm super proud of. We've been working very, very, very diligently on building up our go-to-market. So there's a reason why all of these dates are coinciding right around that 29th timeframe, because we have essentially Primetime, Operation Primetime, which we've talked about before, was our go-to-market plan. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Over the next several months, Flux will be everywhere, right? So part of that is making sure we target our demographics. In Flux, the parent company has recently hired a high-end marketing company to help us with our go-to-market. That includes, ads, SEO optimization, press releases, so on and so forth. So we're really going to concentrate solely on this go-to-market platform. But part of that also is to educate people in what Flux really is, to start getting people to see the brand recognition, understand that Flux, the blue logo, oh, that's compute. I know that's compute. So we've got to reach out to our core demographic, usually men and women between the ages of, say, 18 to, we'll say 50, because I'm 47. So we'll say 50, right? But it could be into the 50s, could be into the 60s. We got some guys that work on the project that are in their 60s. So cool stuff. So, but we have to start that brand recognition. And with that is something that I have worked on tirelessly for the past several months to bring together for you guys. For Flux to be out there, we have to have some exposure. And part of that is to make sure that we connect with individuals that it resonates with. So without further ado, Davey, I would like to announce our very first sponsorship for Flux. And this is huge. Roll it, Davey. Hey, 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 hey. Touchdown! Are you ready for some football? Flux is the official sponsor of the UFL, St. Louis Battlehawks, and the DC Defenders. So what does that mean to us? That means we are out and about. We will have a booth there. It'll be called the Flux Experience. People will get to see Flux. We'll be wearing those goofy-ass 3D headsets so that people can see the environment and what it's doing, so on and so forth. We are really excited for this. This means we get to be on the ground during these events to make sure that, St. Louis draws 45,000 people historically to these UFL games. It was a USFL before, and then the XFL merged with the USFL, and we are one of the very first folks that came in to sponsor it. So it's a massive coming out party for us in the sense that we're really addressing some target audiences. And this isn't the last one, guys. This is the first one. So the season kicks off I think it's March the 31st, I believe it is. You can check it out if you check out the DC Defenders web. Yeah, end of March. So obviously our go-to-market pieces, we wanted to make sure everything was hitting on the same page. This includes coverage on Fox, ESPN, ESPN2, NBC, and ABC, I believe. So you're going to see the Flux logo rolling through there. And our ultimate goal is over the next year or two is to become the official cloud provider of the UFL, much like AWS is for the NFL. So the UFL is a lot less cancerous. And guess what? No Taylor Swift. It's a fucking win, man. Like, it's a win-win across the board. So we're really excited about it. I think you guys will be excited about it too. We're also going to be giving away some tickets. So we want to make sure that we're going to have a couple, is it called Zeely, Davey Zeely? I think it is.
Oh, yeah,
that does
Zeely or
the-
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
There will
we'll do
be
some
there will be
Zeelies, and
something.
you'll get, we'll give away 2 VIP passes with some accommodations at either the St. Louis game or the DC game. You could come meet us at any one of these games because we'll be having we'll have a booth set up and stuff like that. Really, honestly, this is next level shit. Like, this is the stuff we've been waiting for years to do, and it's a great opportunity for us to get in and get our feet wet. So congratulations to everyone on the team, everyone on the marketing and PR team, everybody on the business development team. Every single person has busted their asses to make this happen. And I am so grateful for all of you folks who have done that heavy lifting. So that is a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. So what I'd like to do is take a couple minutes and we'll answer some questions. So if you have them, throw them up. Anything, you can ask anything about whatever you want to ask.
All right.
Yes, the Europeans. Think of.
So I'll speak as a European here, right? To give the Europeans some background on this sponsorship, because I know football. It's not football. I get it. I get it. Football in the U.S. is religion. It's holier than their own religions at this point. It's amazing.
I would go that this year. They
Well,
kind of
for some of them,
you know,
did you look at some of what the people pay to go to a football stadium to go to the Super Bowl? They spend their savings on them.
Yeah,
that's how big football is in the U.S. and in Canada and basically anywhere in the Americas. This is amazing for U.S. exposure. Very big part of our demographics is the US. So it makes total sense to do this. Now, when it comes to European markets and Asian markets, there's other games.
We're working on that too. So we get it that football, European football is huge as well. So we're going to be looking at that arena as well. And people say, why did you pick the sports world to really start your sponsorships and things like that? Honestly, it's the best place to get our target demographic. Not only did we get added to all these TV stations to start getting our brand out there, so people, our ultimate goal is Bill, who's a network administrator sitting on the TV watching the, DC Defenders game, sees the Flux logo rolling around in the stadium. He's like, what the hell's Flux? Run on flux.io. And then the next thing you know, he's on it and he loves it. Yes, we will have Flux logos in the stadiums. 100%. We will also have announcements over the intercom. There'll be the Flux experience. We'll be doing TV live streams from the event on the field, which is cool. We're gonna run those on Flux, and we are so in early talks with them about the possibility of eventually streaming live on Flux those games as they happen. So, that's a little bit more complexity because you're dealing with all kinds of different pieces. Somewhere down the road, I think you'll definitely see the UFL running on Flux in terms of, like I said, our ultimate goal is to become, the compute provider for the UFL, much like AWS is, and their statistics models was I think it's SC3, or whatever it is. They do the football analytics as well. So I can see that definitely happening for Flux someday.
Some interesting things there. The Flux team finally turned insane. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'll take it as a good thing. You wanted marketing. They wanted marketing. This is marketing, guys.
I've been insane for a long time. So
no, that too.
F1 car, yes, that's another on my bucket list. Either NASCAR or F1, yes.
Don't that NASCAR and Formula One is different.
I get it.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. But it's a big thing. This is going to market. This is TV coverage. It's all. So this is good. This is what you want. If you want to be in front of people, and even if they don't tie it straight away with what we're actually doing, just that name in front of them.
It's all about brand recognition. That's what it comes down to. We have to start imprinting on people's minds exactly what Flux does. And now that we're with our go-to-market, WordPress, our beta of Flux Core, our beta of Flux Edge, so on and so forth, those products are actually obtainable now. and they work the way they're supposed to work for the most part. We'll be working on things as they go. But yeah, I think this is super important. I think this is what you got to do to really lay the groundwork.
All right.
What other questions we got, Davey? Any?
I think people are just pretty clever. And well, Alex says that Davey was never sane. I never claimed to be.
That's a good one coming from X. Wait, you got some that are starred there. Just start throwing them up.
I do have a few. So let me.
Is it possible to render a movie on Flux? It is going to be good marketing.
I'm not leaking anything.
Yeah, I tried to get Davey to leak some shit today, but he's not going to do it. But yes, it will be. It is possible. Yeah. It will be. It is. Will be. Could be either one. Could be both. So yes.
Yeah, I saw the somebody in the chat earlier, and I had that one flagged as well because I thought it was funny because they were asking WordPress announcement, proof of user work announcement, Skunkworks Marketplace.
That's a new one for me, man. Yeah, I don't know about the Skank.
I don't know about that one, but I'm gonna keep that one in my portfolio.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Dan said yes.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
So again, 29. That's the dates we're working with. Another question. Let's make sure we answer some of the regular questions.
Keep getting asked if users need to send Zelcore assets to Core, or it'll be done on the back end. Not two different products. You don't have to do anything. You can keep using Zelcore as long as you want. It's a supported platform. The way that I've been explaining it is Zelcore is more of your hot wallet, your walk around wallet, super easy to utilize. SSP is your lockbox, right? If those who follow the names Operation Lockbox, that was the SSP deployment. So, these are all things that, both platforms you can use. I mean, I'm not changing from Zelcore. I like Zelcore. I will use SSP for my node setups probably because it now has the ability to deploy nodes on there as well. The one thing that SSP is missing that's coming, sometime this year is Fusion. So we'll have to have Fusion plugged in there as well. So, I wouldn't, if you like Zelcore and that's what you're using as your walk around wallet, keep using it. SSP is definitely built more for security.
Yeah. And if you're curious about the rebranding, then no, you don't have to do anything. If that was the actual question. I don't know. Sometimes people confuse things with each other. So it's all good. All right.
How big of an issue is it decentralized part of proof of use of work for the medical world? How big of an issue?
It is and it isn't. You
got different regulations, regulatory compliances, HIPAA, PHI, what is it? MICA and GS, what is it? GSPR or something. What is the
GDPR?
GDPR, yeah. Sorry. I got GSR on the mind. But anyway, long story short is we've got to make sure that it kind of fits within those pieces. But part of that is the deployment usage as well. So, it does look a little bit different. This product is an opt-in product rather than the other way around. The way EMR works today is you don't have a choice. You sign a waiver saying that you're basically giving your data up. The way we're building out Flux Med eventually will be an opt-in process. So, it doesn't necessarily have the same regulatory requirements, but I will tell you this. We recently hired a compliance officer on staff full-time to help us with that process as well. So,
and even for the compliance piece, technology-wise, we're using the right partners already for that. So,
Yep. So, not impossible, mildly challenging, but that's okay. So good stuff there. Okay, next one. GDPR, GDPR, I got
it. That's been the goal. So absolutely.
Yes, this is the year we go mainstream, and it's the perfect year to go mainstream because we're not a pie in the sky bullshit. Somebody's got a white paper and whatever. Somebody just linked. We were chatting about, I guess Solana has a competition for us. I'm like, is it really fucking competition? Because didn't their entire chain just brick like 3 days ago? Because I don't know. My decentralized infrastructure should probably be decentralized and probably not be able to be shut down. Just going out on a limb there. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that this is the year that you're going to see Flux really showcase exactly how resilient it is and how scalable it is.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Well, SSP have a token.
Yes, it's called Flux. Everything is Flux, man. Like, we don't do the whole token for a project type scenario. There will be components of SSP that will require Flux, no doubt. But again,
SSP is more than just Flux, guys. You can run your Bitcoin on it.
Bitcoin, anything that's a fork of BTC. And I think today has said that it'll eventually have some ERC20 pieces and, just different stuff. All those shit coins that you guys love.
And also another question that I get asked often enough, and it's not, I'm surprised it hasn't come around this time. But yes, you can run your notes from SSP.
Yes, you can. Yep. So. Yeah, that was a big thing for me. I had to have that out of the gate. So today I worked hard to build that out. And I think it works really well.
Mm-hmm. I like this comment as well.
Might do some sponsored golf thinking. Who makes the cloud providing decisions for major companies? They probably own a golf course somewhere. Amen. Yeah, that's actually a really good point, and we probably want to look into that a little bit. If anybody knows,
play put.
Yeah, I don't want Tiger Woods though. He's too unpredictable. Yeah. Maybe Roy McIlroy, I think his name is. That guy's kind of a beast. Vijay Singh, I think his name is. See, I get into the golf thing. I'm horrible, by the way. You wouldn't want to play golf with me. I just like to drink beers, smoke cigars, and pretend that I'm following the white ball around. So,
all right.
What else you got?
So when will the new marketplace be launched?
Davey, you can take this one.
Sure. The marketplace for the cloud solution as is, 29th of February is when we want to launch this. And when it comes to the Edge solution, 29th of March.
We can't just show them a little sneak peek of what the front landing page looks like. God dang it. You are curmudgeon. All right.
No. In due time, we'll all get a glimpse.
All right, whatever. All right, next.
The 10 parallel assets, the time frame when the Taproot
no time frame yet, guys. We're building something. We were looking at Taproot to be able to kind of build this out in companion with them. Let's say Taproot has had some challenges, and we may have to look at building our own kind of bridge for those things, and that's okay. Because we don't ever like to be necessarily dependent on another person's platform. We learned that with the Terra Luna debacle, right? So I think we would rather build it out ourselves probably anyway. So there's no time frame on it, guys. If we get to the point where we feel like it's going to take longer, we may switch gears and do something for the last 10th PA. I don't think that's on the roadmap yet to do that. So we're still giving it some time. So just pay attention over the next month or two, and you'll see some interesting pieces.
Smart chain as an next parallel asset. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine. All right.
Got anything else, Davey?
Yeah, there's a couple more.
Is there a way that the community members can easily reference Web2 companies to the Flux team? I asked because I've been chatting with Web2 companies about Web3 are interested. Davey's business cards, maybe. Yeah, Davey's the business development guy. Like, if you got somebody, get us in touch with them.
Absolutely. Hit me up in the DM. Hit me up on email. If you have people who are interested, let me know. And either myself or somebody in the team will work with you.
The partnership with Seuss, is it called?
Susie,
right?
Mm-hmm.
That was just a conversation that started from somebody that we ended up getting looped into it. The next thing you know, they're all about it. So, take the time and do your legwork. You guys are our biggest asset out there on the street.
And I talk with anybody. Right, Dan?
He does. Yeah, we have some interesting conversations. People that you would never dream in a million years.
No.
They understand the power of DPIN. They really do. Okay.
Are you thinking
Anything
of
else?
changing the Flux mining algorithm? That's a question that we see quite often, and I always find this really funny because the Flux algorithm, as it is, and Flux hash at this point is efficient, like for
One
real.
of the best out there, honestly. I
But
mean,
you
what are
just
you looking
have
at?
to put the
Kapow?
work
I
in
mean, what else
to do
you
it.
got?
Like,
Yeah,
like
I mean, if you dial your setup in correctly, I mean, it's one of the most effective algos out there.
maybe
We
we
have
should switch it to Kapow.
no, fuck that. It's funny because you already see projects that have deployed. Like it never made sense to me why other projects didn't deploy. Our proof of use work model, Flux, our Flux algorithm, because everybody's deploying on Kapow and it's all dog shit. And now you're starting to see projects like Meowcoin are already looking to leave Kapow because of this. So yeah, there's no interest on us to change the algo. As a matter of fact, as we keep pushing forward with our Flux core, Flux edge, it's important to have a rock solid algorithm and that's ASIC resistant, and that's where we're at. So the only way we'd ever change it is if they brought out FPGAs or ASICs.
For the mining piece, absolutely. Okay, so let's clear this up because I'm gonna hear this for the next few weeks. I'm sure every sports will have their fan base and will tell everybody that their sports is the best sports. Look, I'm a fair believer in curling, and curling is the new world sports. And no, curling not the
I don't even know what the hell that is. That's the thing that you use the broom
That's
with.
the big rock you toss on the ice.
Get lame. Hockey's better than that. And I mean, come on.
Yeah, but ask any Canadian. Beer with curling is an amazing. It's fun, but no, everybody has their favorite sports, right? And I want to do cycling. I'm big into cycling as a Belgian. I'm big into hockey now as a Canadian. But we have to start somewhere, right? So and budget wise and let's walk first, and then we can always run later, right? So
this is big news, guys. So this is great. If we're kind of up on a hard stop here, so Chick-fil-A, a speed eating. Davey has a serious addiction to Chick-fil-A, and if anybody wants to help submit a few Flux to put him into a rehab for Chick-fil-A withdrawal.
Don't ask me what I did over the weekend,
dude. When we were in Vegas, there was like 800 packs of Chick-fil-A sauce laying everywhere. I was like, "What the hell, man? Like, what is going on?"
I drove into the States this weekend with the missus.
Hey, if anyone else has additional ideas, like somebody just put up snooker and darts. Snooker is pool for me, right?
Yeah,
darts are darts. But if you guys got somebody and you want to reach out to them. See what a sponsorship is. I out of my own pocket paid for we have sprint car racing is a big thing. So we're gonna have a Flux sprint car. You know what I mean? Like I just thought it'd be cool to see it with the blue and the logo on it. So this year we'll be able to see the Flux sprint car come out. So which is kind of cool. But that's the kind of stuff that we can reach out to these different platforms and we want to have brand recognition, and that's where it comes into play. So
absolutely.
All right, everybody.
Any questions regarding the dates? No questions. But people have been.
If you have questions, hit us up in Discord. We're happy to answer them. I'm glad you guys all took time out of your day to jump in here with us. And one more time before we leave, Davey, let's play that ballin' ass trailer. And again, if anyone has questions, hit us up. Thanks, guys. Hey, 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 hey. Touchdown!
You have to hand it to them and the guys, right? They know how to make a video.
This pumps you up. I just want to go tackle somebody hard.
Absolutely. All right. Last chance for a question. Going once, going twice. No.
All right, guys. Thanks again. Thanks for coming out today, Davey. Play us out.
Oh, why do they lie? Yeah. There's only one way to go, and that's Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. I know we fighting these corporate tyrants. They try to silence, but we can see they tried to censor our speech. They want no privacy. At night I can't sleep, cause my data, they gonna breach. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all my people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. And you know we Web 3.0. And you know we Web 3.0.